Welcome to Yalla Cook. My name's John Dean, and today I'm in the kitchen with
Amal Baatia. I'm a CrossFit trainer, and I'm here to just check out John's amazing, easy recipe for my busy life.
So what we're going to do, which is really simple, is a smoothie, a simple pre-workout smoothie. So what's the difference between a pre-workout and a post-workout? So when would I have my pre? You'll be able to tell me.
Pre, it's before you start your workout. The post, anything you need after the workout.
Good, perfect. So the pre-workout, the big difference between the two, if you're always trying to work out what to do, is post-workout should include lots of fats.
Yes.
So we need fats.
And protein, right?
Protein definitely afterwards. You can have protein before and after a workout, because what happens during the workout, your body is just being smashed down.
Yeah.
So working out actually damages you. Food repairs you. And most of us can get the workout in the correct way, but we kind of mess up the rest of it, the eating and the sleeping and the recovery. So that's why we're here to talk today. So what's important when you do a smoothie is, first of all, what's your vegetable base going to be?
Which is carbs.
Yeah, so vegetables...
That because people usually ask me, we want to cut carbs. They don't know that vegetables are actually a main source of carbs.
Yeah, good point. Good point. So when you're talking about macronutrients, and if someone's training at a high level, it's a fairly balanced protein, fats and carbohydrate type lifestyle. But what we're trying to do is make sure when we do eat our carbohydrates, this is very different to a piece of bread.
Yes.
They're both carbohydrates, but they do different things for the body, right?
Yeah.
So within a vegetable, it's full of nutrition, right?
Fibers, vitamins, minerals, yes.
Exactly. Now, if you look at these, there's two things that stand out to me. One is the shape. This is very thin. And the color.
And the color, yes.
Right? So what we're looking for is lots and lots, when we're making a smoothie, lots of green leaves, okay? Green
Why
leaves.
is that?
Well, green leaves mainly because one of the big difference, what's inside a green leaf, apart from lots of water to hydrate you, is something called potassium.
Yes.
So potassium is something we're all low on, we're all deficient in potassium. The reason someone like a CrossFitter needs potassium is because it pretty much helps rev up your energy. So it charges your electricity in your body. So if you're feeling tired, a lot of times it's a deficiency in potassium. In fact, to get enough potassium for your size, you would probably have to have about 5 smoothies a day. Vegetable smoothies, and you probably don't do that right now.
No, I don't.
No one does. So, and for someone like me, probably about 7. So it's a lot of potassium you've got to get from vegetables. Yeah. Now with these bright colors, there's a reason vegetables. Yeah, exactly. So a pepper, in fact, has more vitamin C than an orange. And not many people know that. So why would I choose this and not eat this? Any ideas? What has that got that this doesn't?
This is have more, I think, triple the amount of vitamin C.
It does? Yeah, it does have a lot more.
Yeah.
But the main difference is this contains a lot more fructose, a lot more sugars.
And sweet,
So it does taste nicer. If I eat this now, guaranteed my kids would rather eat this.
So usually we have to avoid fruits because, you know, they contain a lot of sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless those.
So we're trying to keep a low sugar diet. So when we choose fruits, the best way to look at for fruits is something like a berry.
Yes.
Okay, look at the dark color on a berry. All right. The reason it's a dark color, the same reason as this is a bright red color, is because of the antioxidants inside. And you know what antioxidants do?
Yes. Detoxify the body.
Yeah, they do. They clean up. They're like the cleaning service. They get inside and clean all the mess.
Or the organs.
Yeah, because when you exercise, you cause a mess.
The messy dinner from last night.
And you need that every day. Your stress, your pollution in the air, the bad foods that you might eat, and the exercise you're doing causes this breakdown that this stuff cleans up. So we don't need too much berries to make it a little bit sweet. And more people, as you start to make more and more green smoothies, your taste buds will change. Okay. So when you're making a smoothie, you don't even have to use a knife if you don't want to. You can chop things using a knife, or you can just rip them up and put them straight in. So we're just throwing everything in. And then if you want to pop some berries into there...
I usually put a lot of...
Yeah, it's up to you. You see how many you want. Usually I would go for about a handful. I wouldn't have the whole box.
Let me get the cup so people would understand the measurement too. So you would know the quantity, because
Okay, so this is to measure out, because when you read recipes, it always tells you use a cup, half a cup, a spoon, a teaspoon, tablespoon. So here's a good, this will tell you when you buy something like this, the size of it.
Look, it looks so cute. How pretty is that?
And then, so for anyone living a normal life, this, if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these a day, you'll feel unbelievable. It's a lot, right? So what we're trying to encourage people to do is start with one. Just start with one a day. I tend to have mine mid-afternoon, because that's when I feel my energy crashing. Some people like to wake up and start their day like that. A lot of this does depend on where you are with your weight.
A question, since, as you said, I need a couple of smoothies in a day. Is it possible to prepare it and put it in the fridge?
Good question, yeah. So,
or it should be fresh all the time? Because, you know, it's a headache that I have to go over the blender and do it whenever I feel like...
That's a really good idea. So, like right now, we're going to pour this water straight in here. When I've poured this water, I've got an empty bottle. So what you could do is you've got all these empty bottles in your house. Reuse them. So don't just throw them away. Now, whenever you refrigerate a juice, the thing that breaks down a juice is oxygen, so the air when it goes in. So the best thing to do is obviously to cover it quickly, heat, and we're in Saudi Arabia, so it does get hot, so refrigerate it, and light. So the more, and in a fridge, once the door closes, the light's off.
So once I make it, I immediately transfer it to the fridge.
So you would pour it into your bottle. Make sure, we do something called topping when we refrigerate, so we fill it right up to the top. And then if you squeeze a lemon into the top, the acid of the lemon will actually almost like put a protective seal over that to stop the oxygen getting in. So then you would cap it. What I usually do is keep them in the freezer. In a plastic bottle, it's fine, it won't break. And then every morning you take it out and you leave it. By about 11 o'clock in the morning, you got your smoothie.
And how long I should consume them?
I would keep them, if it's fridge, keep them maybe 3 days, don't go past that.
On the freezer?
3 to 5 days. Freezer, 3 months, Now, if you were training and you as we're working out how much protein, fats, etc. you need, you could add a protein powder to it. And you could also add something like chia seeds. So the thing that's good about chia seeds, two things really. There are some essential fatty acids inside. For a vegan or a vegetarian, this is a better option. These are chia seeds, right? Yeah, chia seeds.
Not a good, trust me.
So you got things like chia seeds, flax seeds. These are good for if you're not eating meat. The fatty acid is not going to be as good as something like a piece of fish, but it is going to give you something. And the other good thing about chia seeds is they go through your digestive system and they help cleanse. So they pull all the bad stuff that starts to stick to the walls.
It's like a sponge through the...
another cleaning service. So now, maybe that's enough water. So we don't need any protein right now, we don't need any of this. So we're just keeping this very simple. Now, I've got a Vitamix here. Okay, a Vitamix is more expensive. It's a bit more heavy. It's kind of like what you use you see in Starbucks for the Frappuccinos. They're Blentex or Vitamix. Two good mates.
And I use those small ones so I can get them ready to bring them down with me to the gym. Because I use one at the time, I don't use a big quantity, but I think I'll get this so I can get a couple of...
So basically these new Magic Bullets and NutriBullets,
this is very practical, you can make it,
Yeah, they're really cool because they have a little cup on there. You pull it off and then you can drink it straight. This thing, you've got to clean it a little bit afterwards. So once my lid's on, all I'm going to do is turn on this bad boy and then switch it on. It's going to start to blend. So there's quite a lot of water in there. It's quite a liquidy one. So if you want to make a smoothie thicker, you can a good way of doing it is just don't put any water, just throw ice in, and that's going to keep it really thick. Or, especially for a post-workout, when you want some more fats, an avocado. So this is just a very
so I really to a workout, should I just drink it without adding the protein? Because usually I add protein or...
So there's a debate about this right now, because when you work out, this doesn't work very well. So digesting is difficult when you're working out.
But this is liquid, that's why I don't eat it, and I take it as a smoothie, so it will be
exactly. So now it comes down to how good is that protein? How easy is that protein going to get digested? Yeah.
Plant protein usually very light.
Exactly.
Very easy to be digested, so that's why I take it before the workout.
And I think in your case, with the amount of training you do, you would dump.
If you're gonna use the whey, probably it's better after the workout because it's more heavier or thick than the plant-based. Right?
Exactly. And the thing with whey protein is there are going to be some people that are a little bit, they might have allergies. Yeah. So you should check. You should check
and use a very good quality of the whey protein. You have to check the ingredients and everything because usually they cause constipation and
now this
gases.
This is a very ugly looking smoothie.
Am I going to drink that?
Yeah. Basically, the more green, especially here in Saudi, the more locally green stuff you put in your smoothie, the less tasty it's going to be. If you want to make a smoothie tastier, you would take out jajir, for example. We put jajir in this, which
spinach, is very light. It doesn't have a very strong taste.
So anyone at home that's a bit like, oh, I can't handle this, don't put jajir in because it is like an earthy taste.
Yeah.
It's very good for you, but you might not be able to handle it. So replace it with kale or spinach.
Kale, it's not always available, so I prefer spinach because it's everywhere. You can find it easily. You wanted to talk about the difference between juicing and smoothie.
Yes. So what happens, you see, when you juice, you just pull in the liquid straight out, which is really good. You get lots of nutrition. With the fiber, your fiber is going to go into your digestive system. Now, when it's finished, when you've pulled all your nutrients out, it's going to get consumed by bacteria.
Yeah.
And the bacteria inside you are going to help look after you. They actually produce, so it's weird, they kind of eat this.
Yeah.
And then when they go and get rid of their energy, it becomes short-chain fatty acids, which you use for energy. And you have so many different bacteria that you need lots of different greens and vegetables. That's why we want to keep rotating through our vegetables. That's why some vegetables taste amazing, some don't, but the bacteria loves it. If you have any questions or suggestions about anything you're seeing in the video, let us know. Your Instagram is?
amalb.fitness.
And ours is Yalla Cook. Okay, so just let us know, direct message or leave a comment on our picture. If you need any CrossFit advice, any fitness advice in general, you know where to go.
Yes.
We will have to shoot a video downstairs to
not
show
today.
to show how you train, because more people need to train like you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Inshallah. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks.